What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Kcole.
Your boy Dela.
And we live from the crib. We back in the studio with a new studio.
New studio.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got your boy Styles in here. What up, boy?
What's good, bro?
What's up, man?
I'm good. How y'all doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Another wonderful day in paradise, you know. Living said dream, I guess.
Right? I mean, another day above ground, another day to be happy, right?
That's what I say every day.
That's it, man. So, tell us more about the new studio, man.
Still do Air Music House. I've partnered with another entity, Viral Media Group. Shouts out to Holiday and Power 104. So I have an office here at the studio, 2848 Queen City Drive, Suite J. And we, have joint use of all the facilities here. So I'm able to get back to work, like the podcasting, the music, the videos, the photography, all that stuff. So the other spot was cool. I definitely liked, the house and what it stood for. But
House is legendary.
Yeah, man, it got to grow. We was there almost 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And if I had the bread like that, I would have both, you know what I'm saying? But, we in business, and you get in business to stay in business, you know what I'm saying? And so everything just made sense business-wise. And so, some stuff is thoughtless or brainless. You got there's no thought. You just do it.
Just jump.
And that's just how this was. So, we here, every day, same thing, nothing changes.
Yeah.
We still having events, we still doing the music, we still...
Just gonna do them out of here?
We just doing all out of here.
Okay.
I'll show y'all the back room when we finish. But yeah, it's a whole back room back there where we got mad space.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
All about growth and development and things of that nature. So you was looking to work with more independent artists in the local area, right?
Yeah, that's been the mode from jump, man. Like working with Charlotte artists, first and foremost. We want to work with other artists, and I don't mind working with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's willing to work. But my primary focus was on Charlotte. Was to stay here. I'm born and raised. You know what I'm saying?
With the city on.
Yeah, me and Ken, we went to school in Durham, went to Central. You know what I'm saying?
High school together.
Went to high school together too. But the object was always to come back home. Like I never had the intention of going to New York or going to LA. I have homeboys that have done that and have been successful doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? But like that was never my mode. I always wanted to come home and not necessarily be like this superstar, but just to establish something that had never been here before. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlotte is a unique place.
It is.
And
we got people from everywhere here.
Yeah, hip hop didn't really like blow up here, when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? We listened to it, but it was gospel and R&B, really. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jodeci.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was gospel and John P. Key.
Yep, John P.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was just gospel and R&B, which was cool, which was fine. Nothing was wrong with that. But like, I'm a child of hip hop, man. Like, and I wanted to do something hip hop related in the city and establish kind of like an institution. You know what I'm saying? Like something that can be long standing in the community because I feel like it's needed. It's too many. All these kids, everybody love hip hop. Hip hop everywhere. It's the universal language. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to music, and it's like, man, I want to leave a mark. I want to leave something for the city. For my kids. My kids live here. My daughter sing, dance.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
why not?
It makes
sense.
Yeah. So that's the mission behind all of that. Miss a lot of history, but that's pretty much the gist of what it is and what we do.
Okay. So, what made you decide? You know what? I want to do music. I want to get something.
It's been in me since forever, bro. Like my mom was in John P. Key Choir. We just talked about it earlier. My mom was in John P. Key Choir before I was born. My aunts, my uncle played the drums. My uncle went to John C. Smith. He was in the marching band. He played the tuba. You know what I'm saying? The Sousa. He liked the Sousa. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and he went to West Mac too. And he was in the marching band at West Mac. And at that time, early 80s, West Mac was the only band that used to play black music, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? Like, West Mac was the hood school, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever that means, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was, because my mama, all of them was in the band at West Mac, and my uncle, my youngest uncle, he was in the, I remember going to his high school graduation, then him going to John C. Smith, what was it, Duncan C. Gray, he was the band director out there still running up on the podium, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was seeing that as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not like a super young kid, I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying?
So you remembering these things.
Yeah, you feel me? And they were experiences, parades, like that was tradition for our family, like everything was music, everything. So, I mean, fast forwarding through life, it was all, I always made beats. I always was in the band. You know what I'm saying? Every level of school that I was at, I was in the band. So it was just my life. You know what I'm saying? So like when it came part of what am I gonna do with my life? You know what I'm saying? New Era Music House was born. It didn't start as New Era Music House. You know what I'm saying? That question might come up later on, so I won't give everything now, like in one whop. But it started as an entertainment company at Central, 5950 Entertainment. That's where it started.
I remember that.
The 5950 is the model of the fitted hat that New Era makes. You know, you got one on now. You know what I'm saying? Like the 5950. So at that time, we were all about. We thought we was gonna get sued, like, nah, we can't name it New Era, cause then, you know what I'm saying, New Era might sue. Not thinking like we just these huge superstars off the gate, right?
That's what you gotta think.
You feel me? That's what we was thinking. So it was like, nah, let's be more creative. And then so, I don't want to take all the credit because it was a collaborative thing. But I do remember we all used to throw out ideas and names, and like 5950 Entertainment, like that just stuck. So throughout the years, started from 5950 Entertainment, it evolved through a couple different things, but it's now New Era Music House. So it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, and it's really the same two people that started it. Me and my business partner, my brother Legs. We started it as us two, and then here we are now, 2018. It's still us two, really, that's doing everything as New Era Music House. And so ain't nothing changed. Like they say, more things change, more things stay the same. Yeah. And it's really like that's a prime example of us changing so much, but we still being the same dudes that we were and on the same mission. And it was always hip hop, always.
I like it.
Yeah.
So what do you think will put Charlotte hip hop scene out there, man? Charlotte hip hop scene it is actually out there. Charlotte hip hop is international, man. Denero Farrar, international. He does shows everywhere. Switzerland, Germany, you know what I'm saying? Japan, Tokyo. He moves, you know, and people love him. You know what I'm saying? And I remember performing on, with Denero at, the local spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about maybe now, that was 2009, 2010, so 8-9 years ago. Like, I remember, it's clear as day. He didn't have no dreads, he had the low cut. He didn't have all the tattoos he got. Like, it was Denero Farrar. His mom, still to this day, like, his mom go to all the shows, be there with him. Like, his mom was there. Like, it was like an open mic or something at a spot called a Preview over in Noda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that. And to see now, I don't see what other people, to see that. And to see the path he took, I can't be one of those people that say Charlotte music ain't making no moves or ain't popping or nothing like that, because it is. He just had a different hustle than everybody else. He had a different mindset, and that's all it is. A lot of these cats do it because it look cool. I'm just being honest. Like, when you ask them about the inner workings of it, your BDS, your SoundScan, your what performance rights organization you register with. You know anything about a split sheet? They don't know nothing about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if I said I'm having this artist showcase at Onyx and it's $25 to perform, they ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I say it's $25 to register for this so you can get paid off your music. Nah, man, ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? So like, the conversation different. But you do have those handful of artists that get it, and they really understand it and they grasp it. And it's those individuals from from De Niro for Raw to the baby who does streaming numbers like crazy, you know, on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he found his lane, you know what I'm saying, as far as delivering his content. You know, you got cats like Elevator J. You got cats like Luke. And man, there's so many, you know what I'm saying? I can't name everybody like off the top of my head, but those guys that I know that make moves on a national or international scale, you know what I'm saying? 3, S-Dub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was on BET, the BET competition, you know what I'm saying? And won it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And he been doing music from Charlotte and he rep Charlotte everywhere he go.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And he do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you can't really say Charlotte hip hop is lagging. It's not. We don't support it.
That's why I say as a community, we definitely
The community.
I think that's the problem behind it. North Carolina hip hop overall, nobody, the radio station, nobody pushing unless you get to like that J. Cole or Petey Pablo type of level, man.
And it's trendy to and that's the messed up part. The community gets caught up in the trends. Whereas we have legitimate homegrown, like niggas that was born here and went to high school with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it ain't like somebody that moved from New York to North Carolina when he was 13 or some shit. Like, no, we got niggas that's been here their whole life. Born at Carolina's Medical Center, you know what I'm saying? Presbyterian, you know what I'm saying? With the little blanket, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a Charlotte nigga right there. And we really downplay them, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And like you say, even on a larger scale, Carolina music, a lot of people don't know, which surprises me and it hurts my feelings too. But a lot of people don't know that Reasonable Doubt was produced mainly by Ski Beats. Ski Beats from Greensboro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ninth Wonder.
Ninth Wonder too. And that's not even before we even get to Ninth Wonder. Like, we can go so far back in rap history and connect it to North Carolina from classic shit, timeless shit, not some rinky-dink, you know, booty on the floor shit.
Yeah.
Like, timeless music. Reasonable Doubt lasts forever.
Push play and walk away.
You feel me? And that's Ski Beat. That's Greensboro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I brought that up a couple weeks ago, and people was like, Ski Beats from North Carolina? Like, it was shocking. Because you done seen him and heard him so many other places. And I know he live in New York now. But at that time, when Jay-Z was building that album, they was coming, all of them, they was all coming down here to get work. You know what I'm saying? They were always coming down here. So people don't really understand the legacy that North Carolina really has. But like I said, that's because the community, like, everybody else see it, but we don't. Or we downplay it, or minimize it, or because we want our brother, my little brother can rap. Or my little cousin, he do that same shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's cool, but like, damn. It's somebody really making it. It's somebody really doing it. Your cousin ain't doing shit.
Let's get behind them and support them.
And then, but that's the other thing too, though. If you support people in your community, then the people in your community are going to support you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, had they got behind him, you know what I'm saying, you never know what might happen for them. You know what I'm saying? So,
you're right. And that's another thing too. Like I said, I think all that stuff just go hand in hand. Like, it's just, it's a love for the community. The community has, like the way they say, it's a reciprocative. You know, the community has love for the artist. The artist has love for the community. You know, it's a cyclical thing, and then things grow from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta started as the community fucking with each other.
Yes.
I hate to continually use Atlanta as an example, like so many people do, but it's real. Like, you go to some clubs in Atlanta, and they refuse to play outside music.
Yeah.
They play nothing but Atlanta music.
Yeah.
And that's so dope to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Support your own.
What I would want my music played there. But I respect the fact that y'all don't play nobody but y'all shit.
That's when I stayed in New York, like early 2000s, I ain't hear no down south beats. One time I heard like Chopper Style. I remember that. But I went crazy. You know, I'm from North Carolina, so I heard Chopper Style. They think it'd be crazy, but now you go to New York, man. It's totally different.
Yeah, the whole wave different.
Yeah. So, but like you said, we need to support each other, man. So, what's your advice for the artists who trying to come up in the city and they trying to get on and stuff like that?
I mean, you gotta have patience. Number one, because nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens on the level that you expected, that you initially expected to. And that initial success won't last. It don't last, unless you continually put the work in. The game now has changed so much.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? You viral on everybody's phone and everybody's timeline this Tuesday. The next Tuesday, the little girl reenacting your video and got more views. You know what I'm saying? And she on Ellen because she's so cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So like stuff changed so much, and you have to be cognizant of that, and you kind of gotta always be ahead of the curve. Business wise, you know what I'm saying? Music is music. You're gonna make the music you're gonna make. I would tell a young artist to not try to imitate these trends that's coming out, because that's what they are. They're trends. If I advise young artists to find a producer. That if you're a rapper or a singer, you need to find a producer, that like one producer that you work with, and develop a sound with that one producer.
That uniqueness.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Whatever you hear it so many from Fetty Wap and his voice to Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, and the way that he can manipulate and change his voice. Like, it's a range of sounds that artists can create. And when you working with a whole bunch of different producers who also have individual sounds, you can sound all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You can. It's not gonna be cohesive, and it's not gonna. People might hear one song that they like, and then be like, "I want to hear some more," and they go listen to them and be like, "What the hell?" Or vice versa, they can hear something and be like, "I don't know about that one." And it's always that one person. No, he got some shit though. You gotta listen to his other shit. How many people you heard say you gotta listen to his other shit? No, this tape right here hard though. And I was like, I don't even want to listen to it now. Like, you done lost me already. When you had your opportunity, you told me he was hot.
Yeah.
Niggas did that with A$AP Rocky. But when I did not know who A$AP Rocky was, not a diss or nothing like that. But at one point in time, I did not know who A$AP Rocky was. But one of my homeboys was listening to him, or he was telling me about him. It came up in the conversation. I was like, "Who you listen to now?" He was like, "Oh man, I listen to such and such, A$AP Rocky." Then I was like, "Word?" I was like, "I heard a lot about Rocky, man. Give me some tracks to listen to." He gave me like 3 tracks. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Okay, cool." So I pulled them up. And I was like, I don't know. Went to the next one. That's all right. And then the third one, I was like, nah, okay. By that time, I concluded in my mind, that's not my way. All right. So then when I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, man. He was like, what you think about that A$AP Rocky? I'm like, I don't know, man. I wasn't really feeling him. And he was like, yeah, his new shit kind of like this, but you got to listen to his old shit. And I'm like, I don't want to go back. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's one of the things I would tell these artists. You find you one producer, you work on your sound, you get it cohesive, and then eventually, if the chemistry is right, you're gonna come up with something that's gonna pop.
Yeah.
And then you take that one song that it popped, and you run that one song as long as you can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cardi B did Bodak Yellow Forever.
Yeah, you have to. Like, the way this game works, like, you hear today, gone tomorrow. Okay, 1,000 people listen to your shit your first day you dropped it. You thinking, oh man, 1,000 people spend my shit on the first day. I'm out here. Okay, but then in 4 weeks, you only got 1,200 views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you did 1,000 your first week, but at the end of the month, you only did another 200.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you resting on you stop promoting it, you sharing it, you think you good, you viral, you know what I'm saying?
I made it now.
Yeah, you feel me? And it's like, nah. And now, okay, you did that in February. Yeah, you did that in February. No. You did that in May. Now it's July. Niggas feel like it's pressure to put more music out. Like, oh, they ain't feeling me no more. This my shit, I gotta drop them. Like, no, nigga, keep pushing that song that you have.
Yeah.
Keep pushing that, working that. Man, like the math somebody told me, and it made shit a lot easier for me in this music shit. If 1,000 people spend $100 on you a year, it's $100,000 off your music.
Yes, it is.
That's from shows, merchandise,
streams, physical CD sales.
A lot of people don't.
You get $100 off 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than 1,000 people at your favorite hood or project in Charlotte.
Absolutely.
It's more than Dela and Kcole. It's more than 1,000 people in Dela and Kcole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a couple 100,000.
Right. You mean tell me you can't get 4 buildings in Dela and Kcole to spend $100 on you?
Yeah.
We make $100,000 on your music. And we talking about in a year. You're not gonna make that $100,000 in the first month or the second month. You're not gonna do that.
Right.
So you push that whole single for a year, do shows and perform that single for a whole year, and you get 1,000 people. You're making money, real money.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't think like that. They be wanting the millions of views, but you're not gonna get that.
Instant.
Yeah.
Same with the podcast, man. You know, sometimes when I, do the podcast, I look at the numbers, man. I was like, damn, we only got 20 this week. Some week we get 75. One week we did get like 100. And then go back down to 20.
Right.
And I was like, man, I get a little frustrated, but then I was like, that 20, boom, they consistent.
Facts.
So I gotta keep on.
Facts.
We gotta keep on supplying that 20. You know
That's
what
the
I'm
way
saying?
you gotta look at it.
Sooner or later, the shit gonna pop.
That's the way you gotta look
It's
at
gonna
it.
pop. So you just gotta stay with the slow grind. Man.
You can focus on the people that's not listening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, nobody listen to my shit. Ain't nobody rocking my shit. Or you can put all that energy, that same energy, into the motherfuckers that are listening to
Like,
this
listen,
shit.
Yeah.
I got 20 people right now.
Get those 20 people emails.
Wait.
Yeah.
Send them 20 people
Yes.
updates
Yeah.
every couple of weeks. Yo, I got a show.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. I got a show. You know what I'm saying? When you have another show and somebody be like, yo, I really fuck with you, get their email, get their contact, stay in contact with the people. But that's the work behind it that the artists don't want to do. They just want to put the music on Instagram
And get the
Bang.
name. Yeah.
and then bang, it just go viral. Somebody discover them and then Ricky Smiley paying them on the morning show. You know what I'm saying? Like
Networking is definitely
it's got
important.
that does happen. But usually how that happens is to somebody who's disenfranchised, you know what I'm saying? Physically deformed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying, like something quirky or off
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's the facts.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just be completely real. The wide neck nigga. Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
My bad.
I see some shit. Him and the skinny that nigga.
getting booked now.
And they had a song together, man.
Yeah.
Like me, like I love rap too, man.
Yeah.
I love rap too, and I'm not one of them niggas like, I felt a little rap when I was 3 years old. No, you did. You didn't understand rap then. I understand
My
the
bad,
10.
bro. I ain't mean to get you when you had mid sip.
But yeah, I see the video the other day of those two niggas with a song, and I was just like,
It's crazy, bro.
How, man?
It does happen. But that does not happen to the regular
Yeah.
To the average
artist,
Joe.
the average Joe. You know, the average rapper that just started, that shit does not happen to him. And we have gotten into this mentality of, instant gratification.
That's real.
Microwave hustles.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing ever tastes good. Ain't no real meal ever tasted good coming out the microwave.
It's not even the next day.
You feel me? Give me some blue box crab macaroni and cheese, but then then put it up
Yes,
against
sir.
your auntie
homemade.
Thanksgiving
Yes,
macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
That motherfucker has been cooking since 8 a.m. that morning,
What?
and the cheese still bubbling on that motherfucker.
Yes, Lord.
I will take that macaroni and cheese every time, bro.
I might get some macaroni and cheese tomorrow.
You sitting there with your shells of cheese. This shit good. Nah, yeah, nah. I got my corner piece
Yes,
with the
sir.
burnt edges.
With the
You feel me?
Boy, listen. I'm gonna get some macaroni and cheese tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I would much rather have that, but nah, they cool with the microwave, and I mean, and that's the way the game. And because so many people are adapted to the microwave game, the industry has shifted towards catering to the microwave game.
Shit watered down.
You feel me?
Yeah.
To the point to where it'd be artists that just dropped. Like J. Cole dropped at the first of the year. Niggas forgot that J. Cole dropped the album.
Yeah.
And that it was dope.
Yeah.
And that his album of the year worthy.
Yeah.
But niggas forgot about it.
I told him after that I listened to it. He was like, nah, it's too early, man. No, listen, man.
Yeah.
That thing's a classic.
It's in the conversation for album of the year, but because he dropped it so long ago,
Yeah.
quote unquote,
You know
Well,
what I'm
that's the
saying?
thing, though, man. People had a lot of time to live with it, though.
People don't even like Drake. They don't even talk about that album. No more.
But now, because Meek Mill just dropped, now Meek Mill got the album.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah,
So
yeah,
like, but
yeah.
he only saying that because it just dropped and it's fresh.
Right now.
So I can't.
Forgot about that.
I have yet to listen to Meek album all the way through, so I can't make a accurate comparison. But I feel
Definitely solid.
But the ones I've heard have been top notch. But I don't expect really. I'm a Meek fan, so I fall into that category where he kind of can't do no wrong.
I just became a Meek fan.
For real. Yeah, Meek. He
grew up on this album.
He did. From the ones I heard, that's what I hear. I hear grown man Meek. Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
grown man Meek like. Fuck these
some shit to
hoes.
talk
I got
about,
some
yeah.
shit to talk about. Yeah.
We said in the previous podcast, like this album, it got to be the one for him, man.
Yeah.
He can't come with no bullshit on this album.
Yeah.
And he came, man. So
But that's the thing. Like, there's a couple other joints that had like Nipsey Hussle.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas slept on that.
But because it dropped so long ago in today's world, you feel
Yeah.
me? Like niggas forgot about it. So, it's pressure, you know, in this industry. It is, but that's why you have to really love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would probably be the last thing I say to these young artists coming up. You really have to love this game, and you really, because it's gonna test you, and it's gonna drain your pockets. It's gonna stress you out. It's gonna cause relationships to fall apart. It is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a living testament to all that. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna lose cars, you're gonna lose friends, you're gonna lose houses. It's a lot of stuff. It's coming up to it before you reach that pinnacle of success. Like, it's a lot. And so you gotta be willing to take those lumps. Because if you're not, and if it's something that you just wanna do because you can,
Yeah.
you're gonna give it up easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy when it get hard. It's easy to be like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't really want to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just doing it because I can.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But like when
A lot of
you,
niggas that can hoop, but they ain't Kobe.
you feel me? And it's a lot of, and either because their mind went right,
Yeah.
or generally that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, fuck working out.
But you want to be the best?
Yeah.
Bro, you kind of need to. Yeah, you know. But
You see LeBron?
you feel me?
Jamarcus Russell, man. Shit.
In fact, though, it kind of off topic, but I think that's what happened to Carmelo, man. I think Carmelo didn't work out for a long period of time.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
I'm good. And then because you look at LeBron now compared to Melo, man, LeBron still look like, you know,
came like a freshman.
you feel me? And Melo got a gut. Like, man, what is he doing, man? I love
Sitting
Melo.
on the Rockets bench.
So he not even on the Rockets bench no more.
Oh, yeah.
He home. Lala, trying to get that right.
Listen, that's where he need to be.
Facts,
Hey man, so before we get you up out of here, man, what's your last piece of advice to what's next for you, and what's your last piece of advice to up and coming producers, creators, anybody who want to try to get in the entertainment industry?
The things coming up is first of the year 2019. Like I said, we getting more towards the production, so more web series, more content.
Oh, before you do that,
I'm trying to get involved in that.
the school.
The school. Oh, the elements.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That as far the focus of that is for the kids, right? Like that was really the primary aim, and so what we decided as a team was that we wanted to like partner with either nonprofits or like actual schools themselves and try to establish, like, instead of, because traffic in Charlotte just so crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like trying to get parents to bring the kids out, you know what I'm saying? We feel like if we partner with nonprofits that already had programs with kids, and then like we kind of come in as like a program that they do.
They can add on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why we've been really researching and talking to a lot, because I read the statistics too, man, because I love kids. And instead of starting a new like kid-based entity, it's over 100,000 nonprofits in the Charlotte metro area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot, you know?
It is.
And it's a lot that are kind of underserved as
Yeah,
well.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because they don't
right.
have access to resources and stuff like that. So we was like, man, instead of trying to like establish something totally new, you know what I'm saying, and have yet another choice, you know what I'm saying? we was like, let's try to just bring this as a program to a nonprofit. Say like once a month we come in with y'all kids and we do the Elements program or whatever the case may be.
Shit, we need to get the football team.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff or something like that. Like, and it's like an alternative activity. Like instead of taking them to Chuck E. Cheese, like bring them to the studio, throw them in the 15-passenger van, bring them to the studio for the day, and then you know what I'm saying? We do it like that.
Give them that exposure as well.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what. But as far as because the kids were the primary focus, and we still did adult classes, we decided to do adults as like one-offs because the scheduling, everybody work schedule. You know, I get it, man. And so when we be like, all right, adults, Wednesdays and Fridays at 6, you know, oh, I gotta pick the kids up, so I ain't gonna be there till about like 6:30. You know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. So we was like, all right, we'll kind of do that as lessons. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn how to DJ, you a grown ass man that work at FedEx, but you want to learn how to DJ. You know what I'm saying? And you say, look, I can do this day and this day. Like we'll fill in your schedule that way for adults to kind of be more flexible.
Okay.
So instead of having a set class that all adults come to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can just say, nah, I want to learn how to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Let me prepay for my 4 classes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a private lesson type thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Okay. So it was a new concept. So we really didn't know what we were doing as far as like rolling it out.
Yeah.
We talking about like, you know, like some school shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we never did nothing like that before. So when we were getting feedback, we was cutting, trimming, editing, modifying, reformatting until we got it to where we feel like, okay, if we're gonna do this, this the best way for us to do it.
Okay.
And we figured out partnering with nonprofits and having adults on lessons. That would be the best way to do this going forward.
So my homegirl, you might know Alicia. She was in the band Essential. Alicia, she just started doing a dance school.
Okay.
But the way she does it, which might work for y'all, she works with people who like. So she goes out to the schools, and she goes into the school and she does her hour class, and then after that she goes to another school, does an hour class like that. So it might be something y'all want to look into, like after school programs or daycares or whatever, you know, just to get that exposure or whatever.
And that's exactly the mode that we were trying to do. I told my team that we was gonna fall back on it, because when we finalized what we wanted to do, it was like early to mid-November. And so I was like, it ain't no sense in like the kids about to go on winter break in about 6 more weeks. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's just let that breathe till after the first of the year. Then we'll kind of come back fresh. You know what I'm saying? Even if we might have to wait till, say, like the summertime to really get into the administrators and talk to implement it next school year.
Would you consider doing a summer camp?
That's another another option as well. Excuse me. But then of course now with us relocating to this facility here, and with all the things we got going on, we just have to coordinate that. But the summer camp actually the idea started as a summer camp. Okay. To be honest, like it started as like a 4-week summer camp. That's how the idea started. But then they kind of just grew, evolved, changed, grew, and then like I said, like we settled on the way that we're at now.
Yeah, I think that's dope because even like I said with the boys on my football team, man, like a lot of them, you know, they think they can rap and stuff.
Right.
But I don't think like a lot of we don't push in our community, the black community, videographers and photographers and producers and so I think, man, like that
everybody want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, everybody want to be in front. They don't know how much money you can get behind. And
I work with 2 young cats. There are 2 parents that were interested in the music classes, but they wanted to get their kids into the music class. But when I talked to the kids, they weren't really as enthusiastic about the music as it was the photography and videography. So I actually do work with 2 kids. They actually come shoot with me here every Wednesday. We film a web series, and they're like my stage hands, my assistants.
I might have seen that on Instagram.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They come in and they because he wanted to learn. Like Khalil was the first one. He wanted to learn videography. And so I was like, I ain't shit. Like, that's what I do every Wednesday. So look, that's what you gonna do. You gonna come in and you gonna be camera 2, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, and he love it. You know what I'm saying? He be texting me and everything. Like, Mr. Ron, we gonna be in the studio tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait.
Yeah, so like, that's my dude.
That's dope though, man. That's dope.
Yes.
Anything involving the kids, man,
Yeah,
you can do anything, man. But
Because they could be anywhere else.
Exactly. That's exactly how I look at it.
That's why, man, like that football shit like stressed me out, man. I'm like, it stretched me out, man. Caused problem in my household, man. But at the end of the day, like last 2 weeks ago, we went to Georgia, man. And even though like the condition was horrible, man, the kids, man, they ain't care about that, man.
Yeah.
Man, some of them boys ain't never been out of Charlotte, man. And just for them to be there and that smile on their face at the end of the day, man, I was like, yo, this is what it's about. And I want to stick with them boys as long as I can, even when they grow out of the age group. I still want to, stay in contact with them.
Them kids, they need it, man, and they need real world exposure, and they need, we ain't all perfect, but you know what I'm saying. They need positive role models. You know what I'm saying. They need to see
black ones at that.
Yeah, black ones. They need to see us like doing stuff other than the regular. You know what I'm saying. And they need to know that they have the ability to do stuff other than the regular. Like, yeah, I mean, we all probably done did some stuff growing up. Of course. Because at some point in time, like that's the only option that you can see at that point in time. It's plenty of other options, but we can only see certain few options at a time. So I'm trying to do what was never done for me. If I would have had a motherfucker take me under his wing and show me how to shoot videos when I was 14, 15 years old, I ain't no telling what would have happened.
Where I'll be right now.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I still got to it, but I was loving that shit at that time, but I was around a bunch of knuckleheads, so we did knucklehead shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but the whole time when I finished doing that, I'm going back, you know what I'm saying, reading books or going to the library or whatever to research, what this do or what that do, you know what I'm saying? But opportunity, man, that's all these kids need. And we talking about y'all earlier, like I said, about the TV stuff. I was telling them about the football thing too, how y'all do the Little League. And I was just like, y'all just some positive dudes, and I fuck with them because he was like, who the podcast, what they do, you know what I'm saying? I was telling about y'all. And I was like, anybody that's about positivity, and especially about these kids, like, y'all niggas get a special star by y'all name in my book.
Gold star.
You know, your teacher used to give you that gold star, the great book. You feel me? Like, whoa, man, you get a gold star.
Mom, I got a gold star today.
You feel me, man? Like, and so, yeah, man, because it's needed, man. And so I appreciate, everything y'all do. And then having me want to be a part of this, I appreciate that too. But yeah, last question, last piece of advice. Damn, man. I think the only thing I could just say is, if you love it, you do anything for it. You know what I'm saying? If you truly love it.
Truly love it.
And that's anything,
Yep.
Shout out to Offset, Cardi B. If you love it, you know what I'm saying, you do anything. Nah, I'm some bullshit. But if you love it, though, you do anything for it, and nothing to hold you back from it. So if you really, it's a point, it may not be now, but at some point in time, you're really going to have to make a hard decision in your life, if this is something that you're really actually going to pursue, or if you're going to have to do something else or need to focus on something else. And it's not easy, but when the love is pure. Because it's not forced, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of don't feel bad or think twice about doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of shit that I did that probably, financially I might regret it. Because I'm like, I could have saved that, I could have had it. But when I look back at it now, I'll be like, man, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I took that risk at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's a risky game, man. But life in general is risky. So like I said,
everything in life is risky.
If you love it, you'll do anything for it, and nothing will hold you back, but only you can ultimately decide if, this is something that you really love or not. Sometimes you got to eliminate the noise, your mom, your girl, you got to eliminate all that, and you really have to get to the essence of who you are. And that's when you find your true answers. It worked for me, but I had to strip away a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had, and that wasn't easy, because I never looked at myself like that before. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't look at themselves.
And so, but like when I took a step back and really analyzed where I was going wrong, like everything clicked and it made sense. Like it just hit you like a bag of niggas. Like, god damn.
That's the thing though. You gotta take that first step. You gotta make those mistakes.
Yeah.
So that those mistakes are just learning opportunities.
Facts.
But if you take the time to be like, okay, all right, where I fuck up at, what I do right, what I do wrong. I need to focus on these things instead of these things. But once you do that, and you be like, all right, yeah, okay. Now I know my lane I need to be in,
right.
What gears I need to be in,
right.
To get to what speed I need to be at,
right.
So you can be that successful in the future.
And that's maturity, I think. A big key part of that is maturity, because you got to be a mature individual to unobjectively look at yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like really be honest with yourself. Like, yo, bro, you fucking up.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I done had that conversation with myself a lot. But when I look at the places where I did fuck up, like every situation was identical pretty much. It was just different people and maybe a different place. But it was the same scenario every time. You know what I'm saying? So you start looking at that shit like, damn. And you learn about yourself, and then that's what enables that is what enables you to truly level up. Because I think I was telling my homeboy earlier today, you're a shitty individual today. You hit the lottery tonight for $100,000. You gonna be a shitty person tomorrow.
Just with $100,000.
Just with $100,000.
Amen.
You feel me? So it don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you really have to analyze yourself and realize where you're fucking up at. You know, money don't change everything, bro. Like
it don't.
And fame it makes it worse. You know what I'm saying?
Because you start neglecting your shit.
You feel me?
Like, you know what? I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
But I got this million though.
You feel me? They like it though. They follow me. Look at all the likes I get in 3 minutes. Boom. Let me do some more dumb shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And next thing you know, you on the cover of some tabloid looking crazy.
Now you're on TMZ.
You feel me? And you know when they get it, it's real.
No, it's over. It's over.
But yeah, man, it's love. Lead with love. And love will take you everything and get you everything you need to get.
Love, I told you, man.
Yeah, love,
everything, man.
Passion, man. It ain't just like romantic love. It's different types of love. Like, you know, it ain't that tongue kissing, grabbing booty love. It ain't it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? You have unconditional love. You have agape love. You have, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to have. Unconditional love for this shit.
Yeah.
If it comes with conditions, I mean, I'll be straight if.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll be good if.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it come with conditions, you don't love it, bro.
Yep.
You don't love it. Because every single level I was at, I always felt like, I was good. It was naive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I'm straight. As long as I can make music, I'm straight. As long as I got my bottle, I'm straight. As long as I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was short-sighting myself and limiting myself. You know what I'm saying? But once you break all the walls down, and you living in your purpose and you living in love, and the sky's the limit, bro.
That's right, man. See? So, man, we're going to appreciate Styles coming. I told you, man. We appreciate my man Styles coming through, man, dropping this free jewels to y'all.
Yeah, man.
Young bucks, man. Hope y'all listening, man.
Shouts out to Live from the Crib podcast.
Yes,
sir, man. We appreciate this, man, and man, that blesses, and we're gonna be working together throughout the 2019 to beyond. And
we got some TV stuff we gotta get to.
Man, let's do everything, man.
Everything.
Let's do everything, man.
You know, I'm gonna just pull up outside with the food truck. You know what I mean?
What kind of food you sell? What's the food?
Man, listen, man. I just want to serve. Cause see, that's the thing, man. I don't know. Well, I don't say I want to know. I just want to serve quick, good food, man.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So you know, I do burgers, hot dogs, wings.
Right.
You know, but my shit just fire, man.
Comfort food.
Comfort food.
I got you.
Food for your soul.
That's why I'm telling people, man. If you go in Charlotte, I was talking about somebody the other day. I forgot what I was talking about. But I was like, in Charlotte, if you gonna start a restaurant or a food truck or whatever, you selling wings, you can't come out and be like best wings in Charlotte. You can't do that. You know, that's automatically go to the coop. All right, that's coop number one.
Alright.
Wing be busting, boy.
So like you just gotta make sure your wings is on point if you gonna be saying best in Charlotte.
My sauce fire though.
See, that's what I'm saying. It gotta be something that make, you know what I'm saying? It got to be something that bring the people in. You know what I'm saying? Because I love a good wing, man. I love me some good wings. But you know a bad wing when you come across it and you be like, I never get wings from that.
Ain't fucking with them no more.
So when you come out with the food truck, you know the first thing I'm get some of the wings.
See, like wings is the safe bet on the menu. You know what I'm saying? You be like, let me fuck with your wings.
Let me see what the wings here for.
You go somewhere they got some bad wings. I don't want nothing else up. You can't do nothing for me.
Yeah, man.
So ice one.
Shout out to our boy Ron Styles, man, and thank you for the interview, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
It's always a pleasure, bro.
Always love, baby.
Always a pleasure. Big dog.
My door always welcome and always open for y'all, whatever y'all need.
We be back.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, this might be our permanent home.
Live from the crib. This is the crib. We live from the crib.
It's nice ambiance.
It's hard to be at home. Yeah, lots of incense.
Yeah, next thing we gotta do is mount the camera on the wall.
That'll be dope.
You know, just stuff like that. It's just an idea.